You ready?
Aye.
Stand there, mate. Hi fellas, welcome back. I'm here with Lee.
How are you doing? You alright?
I first seen Lee's car on Facebook. When I seen that, I was like, what is that? It looks amazing.
That was the whole idea for it, really, to be honest.
Like, is it a production car or is it something you've built?
It's an Opel Corsa Sprint. It was made for the homologation special for the rally cars, but it was a European car.
So it's a homologation special?
Yeah, a bit like this, but it took over with it being, because these had injection, where these were on carbs.
Right.
So it sort of went after that.
It's a 2 litre, isn't it? A 2 litre.
Well, this is a 2 litre. They would have normally originally been 1300.
Right.
But I built this as a bit of a catalogue prototype car.
Right.
What VAUXHALL could have built with all the parts from a catalogue.
Right.
But it's a Opel Corsa Sprint, but all the bits could be bought from a Mercer catalogue.
Right.
Like the engine, it's got a Mercer injection. It's the only one like it in the UK on a Mercer injection, 2 litre.
So you could have ordered this as it stands now with a 2 litre engine and everything in.
Well, you couldn't order it. What I tried to do was build a car that they could have built, like a hot hatch. But I wanted to build it like it was done at the factory, not like like an original airbox and stuff like that. Like I wanted to use it as if, build it as if it could come off the production line.
Right.
That was the thought process behind it.
It's immaculate as well, isn't it? It really is an immaculate car. Credit to you, like me, it's amazing.
It was self-built, but I just didn't want it to come out that garage unless it was perfect. That was the drive behind it, really, to be honest.
You were saying you've just taxed it a day while I was here, haven't you? When I pulled up, we
taxed it, literally.
Never been on the road.
Yeah, you're in a blessed position, really.
Privileged.
Privileged, aye, that's aye. It's the first time it's been out on the road. It's a brand new engine, brand new gearbox, basically a brand new car.
Did you build the engine?
Yeah.
Can we have a look in the bonnet?
Yeah, aye, yeah. Oversized pistons. It's nearly 2.1.
Nearly 2.1.
Yeah, yeah. Bit of a lively cam in it, but nothing too mental, because it affects the airflow meter when you get an overlap. The airflow meter starts jumping all over if you put too much of a wild cam in.
Right.
So basically, if you look at the airbox, because most people who fit 2 litre 8 valves, they put a cone filter on because it's quicker. I wanted to have a GM airbox with a 2 litre 8 valve as if it could come off the production line. No, I've never seen that done before, really, because there's not a lot of room.
No, there's not. People used to put the top hats on, didn't they? Like if you put a 16 valve engine in, you get like a weird top hat.
You get a top hat, it's a bit of a tighter angle, isn't it, really? So they've got the room. But if you think about it, that could have come from the factory.
Yeah, it looks factory.
But if you have a look what I've had to do, I've had to put like a little dome in that, so it wraps around the inner wing.
Did you just plastic weld that?
I put a bit of rubber tube. Sliced the tube in half, and just glued it in place. So it's like a proper curve.
It looks factory as well, doesn't it?
That's exactly what I wanted.
It's the little things like that, man, isn't it? That difference.
Yeah. It just looks factory, you know.
Because that a stainless steel exhaust manifold?
Yeah. Stainless steel all the way through. As I say, it's got the Vicky Butler Henderson exhaust on off her car. Which is the
actual exhaust of her car?
That is the exhaust of her car.
What happened to the car?
It's actually, somebody bought it because it's an original sport, the car.
Is it?
They found out to be original sport. Somebody bought it and it's been sold on now, and I think it's in the process of being restored and put back on the road.
Restored? Mm-hmm. Where'd you get the inlet? Is that? Germany.
Most of the parts for this car come from Germany. Like the rear spoiler, the rear spoiler is still in the box. GM and Mercer part. This was a catalogue part that you could buy for your Cavalier. Apparently it's a much longer manifold.
Right.
Gives it more torque.
Right.
Because the normal 2 litre one comes up to there. This one's a much longer one. You see, there's hardly any room there, you know.
So have you had a rolling road or anything?
I haven't even drove it.
So what do you reckon it is? About 130-ish, 130?
No, well, it's an SEH, so it's 130. And obviously with a bigger pistons, big cam in it, you know, it's got to be 150.
150.
Maybe 145, something like that. Hopefully. But
what's the seats? Are the seats original as well?
Like? Seats are original, but I bought brand new material. You should probably sit in the other one first and then sit in that one.
Why?
And see the difference in the typical Nova seat with knee pad.
Oh, right, aye. I like the interior, mind.
Oh, it's cool, man. I can't get enough of it.
Mark 1 dash. Did they come in that brown colour, did they? I've only ever seen them grey.
Grey, brown, Mark 1.
Right.
They've never done a black one.
Did they not?
I don't think so, no.
I've never seen the brown, to be honest. Do you do shows and that with it, like concourse shows or anything like that?
I haven't done anything with it. I took it to Total Retro 2 years ago, I think, and that's the only place where it's been. To be honest, this is the reason why I was interested in doing this.
The video?
Yeah, to get the car seen, because to be honest, I haven't done the cars justice really, to be honest, to let people see what it's like. I should really
get them out there.
Push it out there, but I haven't really, to be honest. I enjoy building it and I enjoy driving them.
Well, as long as you're happy with that, do you know what I mean? You said you built it with your daughter a bit, didn't you? Your daughter helped.
My daughter's been a big part of it. She's been there. She's always in the background of the photographs. She's 6 now.
So she'll have been about 4 or 5 when you were doing this?
Yeah, she was just always there, you know, playing with her dolls in the background. But I enjoy the building of them and I enjoy the driving of them. But this is basically, it's become a bit of an ornament because we're going to drive it for the first time today, and other than that, it just hasn't moved. It's just a shiny ornament, but I do like looking at it.
Do you go in the garage on a Friday night with your bottle of beer and
just sit there,
stand and look at them and fiddle with bits, get a microfiber and rub bits down?
100%.
I would as well. So these wheel trims,
alloys? No, the alloys, they're called, I think they're the old Mark II Carlton CD wheels, but it's obviously them are the Opel version, so it'll be in a Scorner, something like that. But I just think they fit the car well.
They do.
Suspension wise, it's got Bilstein B6s on, and I bought, Courtney Motorsport. I bought the 2-litre conversion. I bought the last set off the shelf for it.
Did you?
Aye. But to be honest, it's a bit sacrilege, but I had to chop them down a bit and then re-powder coat them because I wanted them to sit nice because it actually sat too high, which I was surprised of.
Should we go for driving and see what it's like?
Aye, we'll try it, eh?
Aye.
Everyone's unreal, aren't they?
I know. See people like how to get started on YouTube. People like all the big YouTubers get yourself a nice camera. I think the iPhone does 4K and that.
My mate does weddings, and he showed us a video of what he'd done just on his iPhone, and I like zooming into things and then back out and that. And it just, I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you.
I done weddings for a bit, like.
Did you?
Aye, like wedding photography.
Yeah.
It was alright, like. Enjoyed it.
Ready to go?
Aye, ready to go, mate.
Come on.
Maiden voyage.
It is, aye.
Are you nervous, aye?
A bit, aye, yeah. It's a brand new car, brand new engine. Just had to see if I do the spanner work, Ari. Wish me luck.
Fingers crossed.
I wanted to build the perfect driving Nova. I've never really driven it properly yet, but it just feels nice and tight.
Be all brand new, is it? All brand new bushes and that?
Everything's brand new, aye. Basically like a new car. Just
it's cheap, all the bits as well, aren't they, for Novas and that, like bottom arms and.
I've documented everything that's been done to it, like every last penny, to be honest.
Have you got it online anywhere, like on Facebook?
I've got it, the whole build profiles on the Opel on Facebook, Opel Corsa Sprint Restoration.
Page, Facebook page.
I don't know if it's a page, to be honest. I've already told you before. I'm not really clued up with it, but it's I've built like a. I think it would be a page, to be honest.
We'll leave a link below.
I'll put you onto it. Just run it in.
Alright. So how many miles has the engine done? Like
none.
3 or 4 swings around the block.
Just round the one show, and I've went round the block once in it.
Who rebuilt the engine? You?
Yeah. Feels lovely and tight.
Does it?
Yeah.
When did you finish it? About 2 years ago?
2 years ago, and I've never done anything with it since. The reason why I built it, because I've built a few now for people in the car scene and stuff like that. And when you're looking at cars that look as clean as this, yours don't afterwards. So I wanted one for myself that just looked as clean as everybody else's. You sort of build a rod for your own back. But then it becomes an ornament.
It's a nice ornament though.
It's nice.
It's an investment as well, man, for the bands now, isn't it?
It is, That was going to be worth money, these cars.
Definitely. How come it's called a Corsa then and not a Nova?
Because it's a European car.
Right. Because it's a Nova to me, like.
Oh, of course,
Do you call it a Nova, of course, when you talk about it?
I call it a Corsa, to be honest.
Yeah. What colour red is it then?
It's the standard colour.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the standard colour, but I just added lacquer just to give it a little bit of a pop.
Bit of a shine.
She's warm now, so we'll see what she's like.
Pulls well, man, doesn't it?
Nice. This is first for me as well, you know.
Time, you know.
Sorry. I'm out to pedal a car, mate. Don't worry with that. just as I wanted it to, mate.
Does it?
Aye, lovely and tight.
Nice roads these as well, mate.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
Aye.
Now what something like that would be. Now the wheels, everything being powder coated.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Coming loose.
Aye, yeah.
Now when you last tell it, I can't bring a socket.
Sorry, well, just how do you live there? It's only doing
Yeah.
that. Aye, it's not far.
To be fair, you always kind of get stuff like that though.
You do on a new build, and I've
Aye.
driven it.
Aye.
Plus it was cornering a bit harder.
I was enthusiastic, wasn't it?
Always. That's what the for was. Well, I said it was an ornament, but it's not now, is it?
That's a
When I read it.
Aye, really did, huh?
Aye.
Would you build something like this for someone else if that's you? You've got a garage, haven't you?
I've
You've
done.
got like a,
I've done through it. This is probably me. How many have I done?
for
One,
other
two.
people.
Aye. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've built 4 concourse cars.
Have you?
Aye.
I was saying earlier on, I've always wanted to build a Nova with like probably a Mark 1, but I've always wanted to put a Corsa B 1600 16 valve engine in. They
Aye.
sound nice with an air filter on, didn't they? And they're not. It's not like a heavy engine.
It's an ideal combination that just
Aye.
for weight. I want to drive it more now.
Nip it all up.
Aye.
Spawn,
How'd
thanks
you
for that,
find
mate.
it?
Oh, it's
Enjoy
class,
it?
aye. I was, honestly, when you said you would do the video, I was buzzing. You said you'd do the video. If anyone wants, have you got social media? You want to plug any social media, anything like that? You've got a garage, haven't you?
I stop out in Collins at Stanmore Road, Heaton,
Uh-huh.
just for any car needs.
If you want
we
a
can look
Nova
after you.
building as well. Or any VAUXHAll. But anyway, I'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.